So 6 years ago dates back to the first time we saw the Vaporfly, or the prototype of the Vaporfly, in the Rio 2016 Olympics. Since then, Nike have dominated road races every year with the Vaporfly 4%, the Vaporfly flyknit 4%, and the Vaporfly Next Percent. The Next Percent took super shoes to another level, and nothing could come close to the Vaporfly Next Percent on the roads. Then came Kipchoges' second sub 2-hour marathon attempt, where he broke the 2-hour barrier wearing the Alphafly, or specifically designed Alphafly for Kipchoge himself. During the time the Alphafly was released to present day, the Next Percent 2 was also released. That has been the most popular super shoe on the market, and other brands such as Adidas, New Balance, Puma and Asics have been catching up. Looking back in recent years, we have seen all distance world records on the road and on the track being broken by a Nike athlete. So it's clear to say, in terms of the records department, Nike is still very much on top, but it's also fair to say that the dominance isn't the same because other people and other brands are catching up. Is this about to change in the second half of 2022? We think so. Firstly, you have got the Nike Alphafly 2, which has started to get leaked and also shown on the Nike Running Club app. So what do we know about the Alphafly 2 and why is it better? Firstly, the bubble seems to have more ZoomX foam surrounding it, and also the bubble seems to be slightly longer. In the upper, nothing seems to have changed at first glance. It appears that the Atom knit is exactly the same, which is a great thing because, in my opinion, the Atom knit is still the best upper on a super shoe. In the heel, the Alphafly 2 has faced the same treatment as we have seen in the Pegasus 39, with a more squared off heel. And lastly, there is indentations, and the only other time I can recall seeing that on a Nike shoe is in the ZoomX Invincible, where there's quite a lot of dints or indentations, especially on the heel. We're not sure if that's to save weight or whatever the reason that is, if it's just aesthetic or for an actual performance benefit. But all in all, this shoe does seem like a upgraded version of the Alphafly 1. It does seem like the Alphafly 2 is coming soon because on the Nike Running Club app it does appear as a shoe that you can log miles in. Next is the Zoomfly 5, and we have made a video about this shoe specifically because it seems to have had a huge upgrade from the Zoomfly 4. It now features ZoomX foam, so it seems like it's going to be the perfect training shoe and companion to the super shoes Nike have to offer. And the biggest upgrade obviously is the ZoomX foam rather than React foam. And for me, this is the difference between buying that shoe and not buying the shoe, because I haven't really gone with React foam in the past. So this new shoe looks phenomenal, and as mentioned, it also has the squared off heel. And a shoe I'm pretty sure most fans will be happy about, and that is the Nike Turbo Nature. And for anyone who doesn't know, the Nike Turbo and the Nike Turbo 2, or Pegasus Turbo, were probably the best shoes ever created in terms of versatility. This is the Turbo 1, which I've still got. At this point, it's an iconic shoe. As you can clearly see, it's faced a lot of miles. I've actually had to glue it together just so I could keep it. I don't run in it anymore, but it's still a shoe that I'll probably keep forever because it's just phenomenal and it's quite an iconic shoe. Everyone loved it. Nike discontinued it. They are bringing it back with the Nature, and then who knows what could happen from there. But for anyone who hasn't tried the Pegasus Turbo before, the versatility is supreme to any other shoe on the market. It's comfort, it's fast, and it saves the legs. It's got everything. And with Nature, it tends to be slightly harder because of the Nature foam over the standard ZoomX foam, but that'll just add some durability and maybe also create a bit of a pop, as we've seen in the Alphafly Nature as well. And also this year alone, we've already seen 2 Nike athletes break the half marathon world record in the men and the women's, in Kipchoges and Gidai. So Nike clearly are still the dominant force, and even though it seems like other brands are catching, I feel like Nike have just been having some sort of stagnant years or without too much improvement, and this year it's going to really take off again, especially since the World Championships are in Nike's home of Oregon. And with athletes like Ingebrigtsen, Kiplimo, Cheptegei, Aragawi, Kipyegon, Hassan and Gidai, it wouldn't shock me if many more records are going to be beaten this year and for the foreseeable future. Let us know what you're most excited for from Nike and how you think other brands compare at the minute. Stay tuned for a lot more videos coming this week as well as next week, where we cover a lot of things. And as soon as we get a chance to review the Alphafly 2, you'll be the first to know on the YouTube channel.